Good afternoon, children, and welcome back to Miss Tara D's YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing the deck review for the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Now, many of you who watch me week to week know that I use this Oracle deck as part of my weekly readings. It's very special to me. Normally, I like to open up Virgin decks, but this deck has been a part of my life for, I would say, the last year or so. And I just wanted to share it with you because I just find it to be such a beautiful spiritual deck that really communicates to Miss Tara D. And it really speaks to my ancestral spirits and my spirit guides. So let's begin. So, Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Now remember, these are not tarot cards, they're Oracle cards. The difference is that Oracle cards do not have 78 cards in it. They don't have a structure, and they're mostly designed by or follow the publisher or the creator of the cards and how they see that the spirits are speaking to them intuitively. So this is Kelly Gray, Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, artwork by Lily Moses, and the artwork is gorgeous, as you're going to see in a minute. This is a beautiful cover. It's a hard box. Inside there's a message. Guardians of the four corners, Mother in the earth, Father in the sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here now. Isn't that an amazing invocation? You just want to learn that and just center yourself and ground yourself in the earth, in the sky, in your ancestors. Bring them to your sacred space. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned, from the tools, will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. What a lovely intention, right? Because isn't that what we're all about? We're all about love and kindness and spirituality and karma, and that what you put out there will come back to you threefold. Beautiful, beautiful box to begin with. So let me tell you a little bit more. So it comes with this gorgeous little book. And the book has a message for each card and the meaning. It's all about, tells you about the card a little bit more, and then it gives you an extended message, and it actually also has an imprint, an image of the card itself. Okay? I love when the books have that, because as you're reading, you can actually look at the card and kind of meditate on the card as you're reading the meanings, as you're learning the message. I really, really appreciate that when they take the time out to do that. So let me just read a little bit about this before I show you some of the cards, okay? The deck explained. Hello, you know Miss Tara D. She can't see nothing. The Angels and Ancestors Oracle is comprised of 55 cards that have no particular order or importance. So you don't have to worry about how you shuffle. You don't have to worry about reversals. Not one card means anything more significant than the other card. Every single card offers an opportunity for you to connect with the powers that be, and the guidance that comes from angels, ancestors, and given the earth. Oh, wow. Isn't that powerful? So many of us are connected to our ancestors and to angels. So the deck is actually broken down into 4 categories. Now remember, not one is any more important than the other. So the first category is the sacred ones, okay? So let me just show you a little bit about those, and then I'll, okay. They're gorgeous. So the sacred ones In the deck, you will find a selection of 30 wise ones of time gone past. This is a gathering of incredible souls who are dedicated to passing on ancient wisdom from beyond. We need to learn our history, children. They are shamans, medicine people, lay people, warriors, and merchants from the four corners of the earth. They know what it's like to walk this planet and live off the land. And so, from a spiritual perspective, they are able to offer guidance and insight that will support your path of life. Isn't that beautiful? How often we ignore our elders and we don't stop to listen to the lessons. Miss Tarady's been around for a long time. She's got a lot of lessons she can teach the young children if they were only open to listening. Hopefully, for those who are watching my YouTube channel, you are open to listen. So let's look at our first category, okay? The traveler. Move in a new direction. Please excuse Miss Tarady. Sometimes she can't see without her magnifying glass. But look at this. And in the book, it gives you a deeper meaning. Fox spirit. Trust your talents in changing times. The artwork is exquisite. Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. How true is that, right? Sometimes our egos is what creates the drama. Stargazer, set your sights higher. Look at this. When I see that card, I always think of the three wise men, remember? Who went looking for the baby Jesus. They set their sights high and they just took a chance and they knew that there was something out there bigger than themselves. I love that. Also think about the Mayans and the Egyptians and how they built these pyramids and these calendars because they knew that there was something bigger than themselves. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Oh, look at how beautiful. Yes, we are not compartmentalized beings. We're very complex. We have a lot of gifts. Share them, baby. Share them. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. Oh, I love that. I love that. So many of us are bulls in a china shop and we just want to go in there and just take over and push everybody aside. And it's just so beautiful when you see someone who really has power and authority and they could just walk in very gracefully. And you just know that person, they're the one. Now, if Miss Tarady can move gracefully in her high heels, that's another story. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. How important is that? So many of us don't take the time out to just plan things out, and we lose our attention. Wise one, grow within your current situation. Now, these two cards are beautiful. Wait till you see them together. The High Priest, intend and create. And then we have the High Priestess, harness mystical power. Look at this. I love these two cards, right? Here's one, here's the other. But look when you put them together. It's like they complete each other. Isn't that beautiful how they did that? I just love this one. This is the lady enjoying growth and reaping rewards. The White Witch, be the light. Ooh, I so resonate with the White Witch. The Seer, see beyond the current situation. The Shaman, trust in higher forces. Love, this is why we're all here. This is why you're all watching my channel today, because these cards are really resonating to you, and I would highly suggest you buy them. They're beautiful. The Hermit, retreat and recharge. The Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Okay, this is about breaking all those family myths and taboos that no longer work for us, all those social structures that no longer work for us, like, you know, men can't wear wigs and dresses. Hello. Yes, we can. And we look really cute in them. If you think I look cute today, please put that in the comments and hit the like button. The trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Look at that. It's a give and take. It's a give and take. Energy exchanges, and together we create more. I love it. Love it. Oracle, wait for the important information. Sometimes we just don't wait. We're such a rush for everything. I live in New York. We're rushing all the time. Everybody's up and down the subways and the Ubers and the cars and the taxis. Who's always rushing? Forget about it. That New York minute is so true. Sometimes it's a New York second. Rush, 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 and we don't wait. We don't wait to hear. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experience. This one they made kind of like the Jesus, right? The Anglo-Saxon Jesus, because I actually believe that the real Jesus was darker skin with curly hair, textured hair, because he's from the Middle East. He's not from Sweden. I don't know where they came up with this Jesus from Sweden with the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Come on. How ridiculous is that? Lord, take charge and authority. Oh, this reminds me of very Games of Thrones. Love it. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Ugh. Look at that. I love that they made her African, because so much of spirituality, of medicine, came from Africa. I think, I could be wrong, but I think the first open heart surgery and the brain surgery was done in Africa. Back in the day, even before they had these machines and these medicines and everything. So it's interesting to see what our ancestors were doing back in the day. Earth Mother, feel love and comforted. This came up in another reading that I did. I actually did a reading, and there was the Empress, and then when I pulled an ancestor card for additional messages from the spirits and our ancestors, and this came up. It was a confirmation. I just loved it. Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Okay. So if you're like me, I'm a firm believer that we are not the only life force in this universe. I strongly believe that there are other beings out there in the universe, and that they are our ancestors, that they did visit us. Either they created us or they mixed with us. I believe that's why so many of us have psychic abilities and intuition, because of our mixed DNA with other beings from other worlds. I think that's why our chakras align the way they do with the universe. So Star Ancestor totally resonates with me. The Druid, hold the space. Okay. I love this one. Hunter, track down your fears and desire. Usually the hunter is such a violent person who has to go out and unfortunately kill things in order to feed the community. But this is a different kind of hunter. This is the hunter that goes after your fears and your desires and brings them back to you, so that you can either overcome them or embrace them. Love this. What a beautiful play on words there. Okay. Many of you are really going to die when you see this, because it is one of my favorite cards, and I wish I could get a tattoo. The She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. Look at this. How gorgeous. I just love this card. It almost reflects on the shapeshifter card that we saw earlier. But this is more your animal instincts. I think we all have animal instincts. I think Miss Tara D tends to be more of a goldfish. I'm not that kind of a wild, crazy animal. I have other animals around me. I tend to be more of a little goldfish. I'm sorry. And as you could see, I'm kind of like the fish on Nemo sometimes. I can't remember anything. Then we have the knight, the brave, and the honest. The sage, be devoted and committed. Skyfather, trust in the unknown. What a beautiful. And the warrior, be fearless and stand strong. I just love this card as well. This just reminds us that, we always need to be our own self-advocates. We have to be our own. If you can't love yourself, who are you going to love? All right, now let's go on to the next section of the deck, Guardians and Messengers. There are also 12 guardian spirits who all bring miraculous messages of guidance and healing. These are the keepers of the directions and the angels of the elements that protect the magic circle in shamanic, I can't pronounce the word, practice. Shamanic, that's the word, shamanic practices. Boy, it's not a New York City word. These guiding spirits will help you connect with your primal needs and desires so you can live fulfilling life that is aligned with your highest truth, good, and purpose. Okay. I read this book so long ago. And the truth of the matter is that you don't have to memorize the meanings for these cards, okay? There's enough here that can really align with your intuition and what you see and what you feel and what you say and what the cards are saying to you. That is the message. That is the message. So you don't have to sit there like the Rider Waite Smith and learn all the meanings and all the reversals. Miss Tara D does, because she also uses Tara on a weekly basis. But if you just want to do a simple oracle card reading, that's fine too. I also pull an oracle card daily just to see what message the universe has for me. Okay, so Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Look at this. Now these cards are designed as angels. The Medicine Guardian, be open in healing information. Direction Guardian, choose your path. Well, this is the GPS Guardian. Hello. Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. How often do we need to hear that one? Angel Guardian, you are not alone. I actually went through a period in my life where I just felt I was all by myself, and I pulled this card and it reminded me that I had so many friends and family out there that truly loved me. I just needed to allow them into my life, and I needed to allow them to share their love with me. So that's a beautiful message. The Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. For those of us in the deviation community, we know that water is often connected with emotions. In the tarot decks, it's the cups, it's the water. Fire Guardian, ignite your passion. Yes. Once again, this would be equivalent to the Wands, which is also a fire sign, which is all about your passions, your desires. He's very handsome too. I wonder who posed for that. I wonder if they give out his phone number somewhere. He's such a cutie. Protection Guardian, drop your shield. Now, isn't that interesting? Basically, your guardian is telling you, drop your shields because you're protected by the universe. I love that. I love that because it gets so tiring. It gets so tiring. You always have to be on guard and you always have to be careful and this and that and who's saying this and who's saying that and who's throwing that negativity, and you have to do spells and rituals. And sometimes it gets so burdensome. And the universe has to step in and say, listen, I got you. I got you, my baby. Drop your shields. Let me protect you. What's going to come at you, it's going to go back at them threefold, right? We all know that. So I love to hear that message from the universe. The Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. Really, really nice card. Very different than the Hermit card. Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. This is such a beautiful card, very Native American. It's also the card that's on the box and on the book. And it's true. Animals, they don't assess and they don't sit down and process. They go by their instincts. I like you or I don't like you. I'm hungry, I'm not hungry. I'm going to go this way, I'm going to go that way. It's just instincts, and sometimes we just have to trust our instincts. I think sometimes as people, we're so much into our head. We want to process. You know, Miss Tara D is terrible for that. Don't ever ask her to go out to a movie. It'll take me 6 hours to figure out which movie I want to go on, which theater. She'll never get there. Alrighty. Air Guardian, shift your perception. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. I love this. Look at the artwork. The artwork is fabulous. Yes, sometimes you just have to. All right, the next one it's called Warrior Symbols. And the author writes, when I was writing my book, Light Warrior, I think I'm going to have to buy that. I didn't realize she had the book. I don't know how I missed that all these months. I had a dream in which I was shown symbols that could be used to receive powerful messages directly from my guides and angels. When these warrior symbols appeared within a reading, they can reveal important information that will help you understand what you need to do next. There are 9 symbol cards, all bringing lessons and indications of growth. The sacred ones of time gone by would watch for omens in nature in order to divine the outcome of a situation. These symbols act as the signs within their deck. Oh, I love this. And aren't we like that? Aren't we always looking for signs? And don't we often see omens and we're like, something wicked this way comes. Or we see a positive omen or a positive symbol and we're like, oh good, blessings are coming our way. So, let me just double check here. Yes, that's this deck. And we have the drum. And the drum is dream and journey. Okay. So when we see a drum, okay, it's all about dreaming and journey. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Okay. So, I guess you break it, it means no more war, no more conflict. And you should embrace the peace that now comes our way. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Okay. For those of you who do Reiki, who do energy work, light work, you know what that card is talking about. Sometimes you have to envision the light coming down from the top of your head and then all down to your shoulders, down to your arms, down to your chest, down to your hips, down to your legs, down to your feet, until you are engulfed in light and you are protected. Love that. And that's something you can do anywhere. You could do it at your desk. You could do it on the bus. You could do it don't do it while you're driving, because sometimes it might make you disassociate, and I don't want you to have a car accident. But yeah, it's a beautiful one. Stag, trust and thrive. Snake, shed old skin. Don't we all need to do that? Don't we all need change in our lives? Eagle, see from a higher perspective. So important. So important. We tend to be so tunnel visioned and we only see what's in front of us, and sometimes we need to pull out and we need to see the bigger picture. Mountains, stand your ground. What I love about this mountain picture is that it goes just as deep as it does high. So you really got to be planted firmly. Sun, enjoy success and happiness. Yes, girl. Moon, take note of intuitive messages. The moon is always changing. The moon is always strong and pulls the tides, and it affects our equilibrium and the way we feel and the way we think. So yes, it's important that we respect the moon, that when we get the moon card that we do listen to our intuitive messages, because something is coming up that our frontal lobe just can't process. When it's not that concrete, that it's more from a spiritual sense, so we really need to pay attention and listen to what message is the universe trying to tell me. So that moon card, very important, very important. Okay. The last grouping, seasons. Every year the seasons come and go and bring powerful energies with them. The seasons card bring messages that will help you move into the flow of life and can also indicate the timing of a message. In more linear sense, i.e. that a particular season will usher in a relevant energies. All the seasons also bring their own medicine. Let them be great teachers to you. So here we have spring. Okay. You see your seeds grow. Okay, we have a rabbit, and it's about growth, and it's about planting seeds. Summer, bask in joy and light. Got a nice little bee. Autumn, release the old and rest, right? That's when the trees go to sleep. Winter, take care of your needs. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So, she also provides a connection ceremony that you can do to connect with your oracle cards. It's kind of lengthy, so I don't really want to go on it now, but I strongly encourage you to buy this book, and you can do the connection rituals with it on your own. She gives a little bit of an explanation on how to use oracle cards, how to clean the cards, how to store your cards, and stay tuned because I'm actually going to be doing a whole video on cleansing your deck. I get a lot of questions. Miss Tara D, how do I clean my deck? What do I do? Sometimes I want to be silly and tell these young people, just throw your deck in the washing machine. And I did that once, and somebody actually did. Not too smart. Not too smart. I felt so bad, I bought her a new deck. Maybe she shouldn't be reading. But I will be doing and then here she gives a couple of spread suggestions. Just a beautiful, beautiful little guidebook. It has so much in it. It's so rich. I don't remember how. Oh, here it is. It only cost in the U.S. $21.99. So affordable. Such an affordable for this beautiful deck gorgeous cardstock. Look at that. The artwork is amazing. The guidebook is thick. My God, how many pages is this? The guidebook is 145 pages. Talk about information and guidance and support along your path. It gives you spreads, and it even tells you how you can download an app for your oracle cards. Well, I'm so glad that I was finally able to share this beautiful deck with you. Many of you see me use it week after week after week, and now you can understand why. Okay? And my spirit guide is like dancing up and down, and I can hear the joy in my right ear, as many of you know. When he has to say something, I feel the energy, and this is totally a deck that he resonates with as well. And I actually also use this deck on Halloween, when the veil between the two worlds was thinnest, to have a connection, a deeper connection and conversation with my spirit guide. You know, and maybe one day I'll do a video on how to do a spread for connecting with your spirit guide. That's a possibility. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for joining in. If you like this video, please hit like. And if you haven't subscribed, you got to help Miss Tara D. She's got to get monetized, so this way she can live off her pension check and her YouTube channel. She's getting old. She can't keep working forever. All right. Bye-bye, children.